It's your Doom City friendly monster Coach D, and you are listening to the On the Way Up show only on Highly Unique Radio.
Oh, it's gonna be one of them kind of Tuesdays. Oh man, that's how you
Turn
feeling,
up
Black.
Tuesday.
Ooh, don't do that, Black. It's too early in the morning to do that, Black.
You wanna try some of this watermelon juice,
don't
Coach?
do it. Don't do it. Oh, Mr. Black feeling it early on a Tuesday.
Making sure you turn up, get up, out of bed. Good morning. We are on the Way Up show, helping you get up on the rise. I'm your favorite girl, Takara Star, rolling with the best co-host in the world.
You already know who it is. It's Coach 954, talking life, talking sports, talking the good news. But hot boys. Oh, what's up over there? I see you with that heat hat on.
Hey, you already know, man, it's your Doom City friendly monster Coach D. What it is, what it does. Happy Tuesday.
You feeling the heat this year? I see you with your
Hey,
hat on. We already
man.
bragging? Ooh.
Hey, listen, man.
You pretending it's not fall out here?
Listen, man, I've
No,
always...
that's Miami Heat.
No,
we
I
don't
know
care
that.
what time it is. We
I've
hot.
always been a Miami Heat fan, man, since I was in my diapers. So,
Yes,
you know,
sir. Yes,
I don't-
sir.
I don't plan on changing.
Since you was in your diapers?
Since I was in my
Hey,
diapers,
Coach,
man.
and since we Miami Heat
Glenn
fans,
Rice. I don't know if y'all know who
Coach,
Glenn Rice
look at me,
is.
Coach.
You know?
Coach, we got to introduce somebody. But before we introduce the man in the middle, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I think he's a Knicks fan. Do the
yeah.
Heat see the Knicks, Coach?
I'm gonna rock my Knicks fan hat tomorrow. I'm gonna rock my
No,
Knicks hat
stop,
tomorrow.
Coach,
you
you
know what I'm
always-
saying?
you see,
No, I can't.
how
I
you
can't.
doing,
man?
Mr. Black?
You was
Mr.
trying to
Black,
instigate.
Mr. Black.
Understand?
You
He
see
trying
what
to
I'm saying?
instigate
This
things.
guy
It
right
never works, bro.
He's a Cowboys fan,
This
so
guy, oh man,
you know, I gotta rock with
I
my
think
brother.
he's scared of you, Mr. Black.
No, I gotta rock with my brother.
Listen. Good morning, squad.
Good
I
morning.
realized,
Good morning.
what we gonna end up doing with this dude, Coach 954. Man. I think we had a vote a couple months ago about it. I think we had to re-vote this thing in, man. We're gonna silence his mic when he start talking about the New York Knicks, the Dallas Cowboys, anything.
It's gonna be trouble.
It's gonna be trouble with that guy.
Trouble.
Coach, you already know. Hey, but you
Yes,
know what?
I am a Knicks fan. Let's be clear.
I pay homage to you like Spike Lee.
Easy, all right. Yeah,
But you know what I'm saying? You doing movies. You remind me of a little Spike, and I know you.
a little. Watch the word little. Man. No Diddy, right?
No Diddy.
No Diddy right here.
So what's going on, Star? How your morning going?
Good morning. It started to it got off to an early start. I have to say, I did a 5 a.m. workout with Justin Wright. He is giving out a 21-day challenge to those who are willing to eat right and do the work. So I'm over here getting my butt kicked.
Well, hey,
every morning.
good job. It didn't take you long to get down here to Hollywood because all the people inside from the hurricane, they scared. So.
You know, and what was so cool about the 5 a.m.
The
workout was
95
nobody was on
wide
the
open.
road. Yeah.
Hey, but you know
But
what?
I think yesterday, 5 o'clock or whatever, people was out already trying to take up all the water.
Yeah, but on the serious note, we send our prayers over there to our brothers over there in
North-
Tampa and all on that golf course. Cause listen, man, God will prevail. So we gonna pray for y'all. Make sure that thing come in there.
You know what, Coach? The eye may hit the West Coast, but man, as of yesterday afternoon, like around 1 to 2 p.m., the National Weather help me out. National Weather Service reported that the hurricane has changed to Category 5. So once the
gosh.
eye land, it's gonna be
But
some
that's what I'm saying. 'Cause
catastrophe take place.
I know what the news say.
Yeah,
But we gonna pray
yeah, we gonna
that
pray.
by the time that thing it turns into
Well-
a tropical storm.
But you know what? We should pray
That's
for.
what I'm trying to
we
pray
should
for.
pray for the whole Florida, man.
There we go.
Because it's
Yeah.
gonna be East Coast is gonna get affected, whether it's heavy wind at 180 miles per hour, and we got to watch out for the floods, man. We're expected to receive at least here on the East Coast anywhere from 7 to 10 inches of water. So that's a lot, guys. I mean, cars will be floating for sure. So we definitely want to pray for the entire East Coast of Florida and also West Coast of Florida as well.
Yeah.
The South
And
Florida. Go ahead.
I would say, I know you're probably going to bring this up in the local news time,
Definitely.
but, our hearts go out to North Carolina as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Bridge collapse is definitely in the local news. We'll definitely be talking about that today. Yep.
Hey, well, y'all already know, man. When we got times like this, Coach, we definitely gonna need that quarter today. So
Yeah.
y'all listen, man. We praying for y'all. We our hearts go out to the whole nation because in times like this, we need everybody across the nation just praying.
And come together.
That's what we doing, y'all.
Absolutely. Coach, what you did last night, man?
Man, you already know. You know what I do at night, Coach? I go to the gym. I work out. I'm getting ready for basketball season, so now Planet Fitness is my new home because if I don't work out by myself, it's hard to train them kids. So I'm in the gym.
So
at night.
you was, but that was last night. Were you at the gym this morning too, or you just
I
do it
train
at night?
in the morning, so sometimes I'm training. So while you training, it's hard for you to work out because I'm, you're
Right.
giving instructions.
You working with other
Yeah,
people?
so so coach actually makes it to the gym about 3:30, 4 a.m. just
Look.
so he can make it to the studio.
Okay, so we
by
both
six.
should have some body transformations here.
Yeah,
in a
that's
minute.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
But it's
I prefer to
coming,
stay
y'all.
in my bed, man. I prefer to stay in my bed.
Hey, but y'all listen up, man. This is the new
got that bad body.
Yeah, I got
the
that
new
bed.
term is called human performance.
Yes.
We want your body to perform. So we don't just say we're training. We're training our body to perform at the highest level, body, mind, and soul.
Right.
So sometimes just working out it helps you with your mental.
Absolutely.
So I
yeah.
promise you guys,
Jenks.
don't be a, don't be a couch potato watching all this bad news, all the stuff on TV,
Right.
and don't get your body moving.
Well, if you
All right?
are sitting down, move your legs, do a couple leg lifts. I've done all that,
That's what I'm
in
talking about.
between, my day.
But
Do a
it's
little
nothing
physical
like getting
activity
up
in.
away from that TV, away from that phone, and put your music in and go to
And
work.
go to
Get
work.
focused.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Hey, Mr. Black, man, what it is, what it does, man. What did you do last night, boss, man?
Man, it's movie season.
Okay.
We're on day 3. This movie we're doing right here in South Florida, Carroll City. So we're working, and then we back here every day doing this. You know how we do it.
Hey, CC, stand up, man.
Carroll City.
Carroll City. Hey, guys, man, I did absolutely nothing but work last night. So, and more work to do when we get out of the studio today. So it's a busy
I know,
week.
That's right.
A very busy
Matter of
week.
fact, I think yesterday I said I was gonna go get out, maybe go to a lounge, just try to get out. That did
Yeah.
not happen at all. 5 a.m. workout crushed my whole evening plans on that. So it's nothing been working and working out for me too.
Hey,
Hey,
it looks
man.
like you in all pieces. So
In all
I guess the
pieces.
workout wasn't that hard this morning, huh?
Hey,
Boy, y'all should see how I was walking in here though.
So I got. Well, before we get out of here, the break. Before we get to the quarter day, what is the exercise that you hate the most to do? Uh-oh.
Cardio.
Crunches.
Oh no,
Okay,
no, I
crunches.
got core down pat. As a matter of fact, I won the plank challenge today.
Okay.
I got
Hey.
core down pack.
Okay.
But we had arm day today, which was highly needed because that is not my strong suit. Okay,
Okay.
just be fair about that. But as far as like, don't look forward to it. Got that little whiny in my head.
Yeah.
It's cardio.
Okay, cardio.
Oh,
Okay.
man. I'll do
After
cardio.
10,
I'll do
15
cardio
minutes, I'm
all
done.
day.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'll do cardio all day. But when it comes to that squat, man,
There
Oh,
go.
no, I
he
can do
hit
that.
it.
I
He hit
hate
it.
squats,
He hit
man.
it.
I drain getting under the squat rack, man. If I do it, it's gonna be about 135 pounds at most.
Well, I'm gonna give a little tip
Wait.
before we go to break.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a little tip. That glutamate. I almost messed it up. See, I had to say it slow. The gluteus maximus
Maximus.
is the biggest muscle. So if you do your squats right and you tone that muscle and you start at your core and
I
work
ain't
your
worried
way
about.
up,
I ain't worried about
I
that
guarantee-
part.
Coach,
You got to get the core and your glutes.
right.
That's,
So you
that's your
start
strength
with
right
your
there.
you start with your base. So everybody get back to your
They
squats.
call that the root chakra.
There you go. Time to go to break.
Here
Always
go the
coming with the
chakra.
chakras, man.
Here goes the
Hey, we'll be
chakra.
right back, man, with the quote of
Don't
the
go
day.
too far.
Don't go too far. You're listening to On the Way Up Show. Good morning. All right. We are back. You are listening to On the Way Up Show. Good morning.
Good
Today,
morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Let's
Today,
go.
quote of the day: I'm building a home for myself where doors don't slam.
I
All
know
right.
that's right. Not in this house.
Not in his house. All right, here we go. One more time for the listeners out there that missed it. Today, quote of the day is, I'm building a home for myself where the doors don't slam. All right, as you guys already know, if you are regular listeners of the show, we normally pass it around. Today, the belt is not in the building, but we are going to go around the table and get everyone's thoughts of today, quote of the day. So we are going to start with the man himself, Mr. Black. What it do, what it does. What's your thought, boss man?
This is a cheat code, yo.
Talk to him, Black.
That's like playing Mario. Huh?
Right, it's a cheat code. So for me, this quote really resonates, meaning to me that as we are building wealth and financial opportunities for growth, you know, most of the time people do these things and they do it with a wrong agenda. So that agenda allows them to make mistakes that they can't go backwards on. Right. Well, you know, for me, I've seen that before, and I decided to many moons before is to build a platform that allows people to come in, for me to win, for others to win, and you can walk out and come back in. You know, it's like when Hillary Clinton when she was running for president years ago, and she was saying that, you know, she got to that glass ceiling. She trying to break that glass ceiling so the next person can come in and become the president, or woman could do whatever. And you know, and I think that's that concept with that quote. It means like when you build something, you don't build it with doors that can shut. You build it with doors that can swing open, allow others to come in at the same time. So
Okay, you
that
got
makes
that
sense.
revolving
Oh,
door.
I see it. Black bringing everybody into his house.
Hey,
The house is everybody is welcome at Black's house.
hey, mi
No diddy.
casa, su casa.
no diddy,
No diddy.
no diddy.
Party in the penthouse.
I like that one, Black. That's a good one though. I got it.
Awesome,
Revolving
awesome.
door to
All
success.
right,
I like
that
that.
is-
Hey, Coach 954, what it is, what it does, man. What's your thoughts?
Oh, you gonna come to me like that?
Hey, let's go.
Come on, Coach. You knew
Hey,
I was
let's
over
go.
here taking
Stop. Let's go.
Man,
What's your thoughts?
Coach. See, I want to start with the house
Let's go.
because when you build a house,
Yes, sir.
you got to protect the house.
Okay.
So sometimes you want to have a key to unlock your door.
Is that what you say?
But I heard that now in this generation, in these nations, in these towns, in these governments, that there are people they call the gatekeeper.
Gatekeepers.
Well,
But see, if you got a gatekeeper,
Gatekeepers.
some things you don't have access to open the gate. But as I build this house
This house.
right here,
Right
on
here.
Highly Unique,
Highly unique.
So Flow,
So Flow.
the On the Way Up show, when we build this house, if you don't have access, you can't open the door.
Amen.
So all my doors got locks on them.
Amen.
And if you don't got the key, we will protect this house.
Amen.
Man, the quote was a house with no doors could slam. You got
so
Yes,
we the gatekeepers now. That's what you said.
What I said slow down. I was just playing around with it. But what I'm trying to tell you guys, when you build your house,
Yes.
you want access to all your doors. So sometimes when you let somebody else build your house, they can close the door. So you never want to be the you don't want to be the tenant, you want to be the owner.
Yeah.
Because if I'm the owner of my house, I can open that door.
Whenever you want.
And when I was a little boy, my daddy told me one thing. He said, don't nobody lock no doors in here but me.
I know that's right.
So that's why I said when we building our house, we want to be able to open our doors.
Same rules
So this
apply
coach-
to my house too, man.
That's right.
Kids can't lock the door.
So we are building a new house, a new culture here, right here.
But I hope they lock the front door though.
No, we
No, the front door. But nobody's locking no other doors in the house.
That's right.
I was just joking.
Yeah, so y'all know I have fun with this, man. This Tuesday, but I wanted to give y'all a little mini sermon. But the key to this quote of the day is, remember, build your house where you can control your doors. So anytime you're doing anything in life, make sure your relationships are solid. Make sure the people that you welcome in your space are solid. So the doors that you want to get in, you have access to. This is Coach 954, your life coach, talking life, talking sports, talking the good news. And I'm going to pass it right on to Lady Star.
Let's do it.
Yeah, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, Lady Star, what it is, what it does, what's your thoughts?
Well, I definitely won't keep us long after that sermon. I'll bring it home real quick. It made me think about some just leading edge people in their game right now, like Issa Rae. Issa Rae,
Okay.
Chris Rutledge. I know he'll be on the show a couple weeks from now, I guess, whatever. He's a filmmaker. They're both filmmakers. If anybody doesn't know, Issa Rae is an amazing filmmaker. And, you know, she took off starting with some of those frustrating moments of having those doors closed.
Yeah.
And a lot of entrepreneurs do that, right? They try to sit at the table, but there's no seat for them. They try to walk through the door, but that door is slamming in front of them.
That's right.
And so they took that frustration and they built their own house, their own tables, and their own doors, right?
Oh.
And that's what this quote is really talking to me about. And I think all you guys kind of reiterated that, the same thing. it's so important to have something of your own. I know an old scripture that says, "Bless the child who has his own."
That's right.
It's so true. You know, as long as you are working for somebody else, they can take your means of income away from you. So I would say, you know, even if you love your 9 to 5, if you love your corporate situation, always plan your own particular house in a way that you'll have stability no matter what is shaking around you, you know. And I also want to say, keep that door open for others. Like Black was saying, you know, once you do get that house going and you got doors that people can walk through, understand what you've been through and leave that door open for others. I think it'll just expand your house. You don't have to be afraid of other people coming along. There's no such thing as competition. We all can collaborate together and just make it something bigger than what, you know, one person could do on their own. So if you out there getting frustrated, doors are getting slammed, you know, maybe the sign is to build your own house and your own doors.
Hey, Star, you know what? When you were talking, you took me back. Because I know you used to do youth service Sunday school teacher. Can you hit that?
Why all my skeletons coming out of the closet on this show?
Hey, Star, just hit that God bless the child that got his own real quick. Take us over to Coach D.
Coach D.
God bless the child.
Look, see, go ahead.
Nah, I ain't going to. You got to do it. Go ahead, Coach D.
I
You
learned
can sing
better.
it?
I'm not going to let you instigate me into something.
Let's go, Coach D.
Hey man, you guys all hit it. You guys said it very well, man. I think Black actually hit home with it, man. And when he said that he's building a platform for everyone, you know, where he'll benefit and everybody else will benefit. And to me, for any successful entrepreneur that's out there, that's exactly what we all should think like, right?
Right.
Everyone in this room are entrepreneurs, and I believe deep down in our heart we're creating opportunities for others because we got tired of doors being slammed
Yes, sir.
as we are walking out, right? You know, I spent 16 years at corporate Marriott, and one of the reasons why I walked away, again, I think I told you guys the story, is one day I walked into to work, you know, our vice president of operation was in the building, and he was looking at his watch as I was walking in, and it was like, whoa, all right, that was the first day in my life that I felt embarrassed because I didn't think I had a schedule to meet. And because of that, you know, I made a decision that actually changed my life. Here we are 8 years later, you know, I'm running my own company and great things are happening within the company. And that's because someone had to open my eyes, right? So I built the home.
That's right.
Where the door will never be slammed again, right? Because if the door is slammed, it could only be slammed by one person.
That's right.
And that person is me. So I second what Star said, man, build something for yourself. Yes, you may have a 9 to 5, but always make sure, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you have a foundation, and in that foundation, you have built those 4 corners, and those 4 corners are definitely working for you. And then in the center of those 4 corners, there's a door that can never be slammed because it officially belongs to you. So
I know
with that
that's
being
Hey,
said,
that was tight, Coach. I want to give you something, though, because I was listening to you deep. And you said something you might not even caught
come
with.
through active listening.
Yeah,
he's active listening today.
This what he said. Not only did you say I built a home, you took it one step further. You said I built a home. So that means you rooted there. You building your legacy there. You building everything at your home. A house will disappear, but a home will always stand.
Yeah.
So I big ups to you, man. I like the way you built your home, man. Keep
I
on doing what
appreciate
you're
it.
doing.
Absolutely. And if you guys want to hear more gems from Coach D, make sure you tune in on Fridays where we do Financial Fridays. You know, he's dropping all the gems, all the diamonds on Friday, especially help you figure out how to get your corporation started right in a way that, you know, you won't get overthrown in your own company.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Keep control of those doors.
And
And
also-
build you a home.
And also, Star, man, if any listeners out there that's, you know, just tired of getting the door slammed and your credit is right, or if your credit is not right, definitely just hit us up here at the On the Way Up show, man. We have great partnerships with credit repair companies that can definitely assist you with rebuilding your credit. And most importantly, man, we can help you get to that bag. As you all know, man, community banks no longer exist. You know, community banks has left our communities in a long time, right? I mean, since 2008, all the community banks started walking away. And why community banks was important? Community banks were important for middle class entrepreneurs who were trying to find ways and couldn't get funding from the big banks. Community banks believed in them, and because they were entrepreneur and they were investing in the community banks would actually assist them with the funding that they need. But now, since they took that away, it made things a lot harder for entrepreneurs to get funding. Well, those days are over. If you are looking for fundings, hit us up in our DM. That's On the Way Up Show on every platform, and just say I need help funding. I'm a young entrepreneur. I'm a African American entrepreneur. I am Hispanic descent. Entrepreneur, and
I'm a mamapreneur.
mamapreneur, edupreneur, whatever preneur that you are, and you are looking for funding, man, hit our DM, and we'll be more than happy to assist you with that. And with that being said,
wait, hold on, Coach. I know we're gonna send this to break, but I want y'all to listen up. All the listeners out there, coming up out the local news, we got a special guest gonna co-host the rest of the way with us. She's coming. Y'all get ready. Get ready for her, cause her company is called Greater Partnership Solutions. Get ready. It's going down after the local news.
Awesome. It's On the Way Up Show. Good morning. Here we go, man. Today, local news. A White House calls to offer storm support, but the Florida governor is not accepting their call. He no longer wants to speak to Kamala Harris. Why can't we just put politics to the side, especially when we're dealing with a hurricane?
People's lives.
Wait.
People's lives, Category 5.
Coach, you made me refocus. What you say happened again?
Oh, man, I'm telling you. So Kamala Harris attempt to reach to Governor DeSantis to offer her support for in preparation for this Hurricane Milton. And unfortunately, he's not answering or taking her call. So politics is now taking over.
Wow, and they reported that in the news. This is what I'm saying.
This was reported by the Tampa Bay Times.
In the news.
Yeah,
so
but
when
it
they
makes
come
you
out
angry
and say,
to know that this what we.
But it's
politics.
politics. It's for them to say that the Biden administration did not offer any assistance in preparation of Hurricane Milton. As you guys know, Hurricane Milton is expected to be one of the largest storm that ever hit Florida since the late 1800s. So, I mean, we're talking about hundreds of years.
But what I'm trying to say, Coach, I'm with you, but you saying the vice president of the United States of America called the governor and he didn't pick the phone up?
He's refusing to speak with her.
Oh, come on,
so,
man.
So now we're choosing politics.
That's disrespectful.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, okay.
But it's a political game that they're playing, and I'm sure after the storm far gone, all right, they will say that the
Why are you
Biden.
looking at me?
He's looking at her
I
like.
don't talk to DeSantis.
Looking at her like.
I'm telling him to pick up the phone.
The question I'm
Like
saying
I'm his
is,
mama.
I'm just trying to get this.
DeSantis, baby, pick up that phone.
Pick up the phone, man.
Pick up the phone
Hey,
for the
hey,
But that's
VP.
his-
we as Floridians are looking at you and saying, bro, you a bozo right now, bro.
But wait, Coach,
just-
I'm just trying to make sure chain of command. The vice president is over the governor.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, he was supposed to pick up the phone for his boss lady.
Well, I wouldn't say they're his boss.
Oh, then he don't have to answer to the president and vice president of the United States.
No, they don't.
Okay, my bad. I thought I learned it that way in world history. My bad.
That's definitely not his boss. He does not have to report to them
Oh,
directly.
wow, okay.
No, not at all. Hey, I
What
don't
you
know.
talking about, Coach, is hierarchical respect.
I thought it was not both, but it's respect. I'm talking respect. I was joking about. I know he's the governor of Florida. He can do what he want to do. Now he elected, but it's disrespectful when you put it in the news this way. So let me be
Absolutely,
serious
absolutely.
on that note. Okay.
Yeah, and more news, man. Hurricane Milton, it's officially a Category 5. It is moving at 180 miles per hour. It is expected to hit the west coast of Florida. So Tampa is taking cover. I'm not sure if you guys have seen some of the brutal scenes at the gas stations in Tampa, St. Petersburg. Also, Fort Myers is now in the cone as well. So, man, the west coast of Florida, we are definitely praying for you guys. And again, don't forget, they just a week and a half ago just got hit by Hurricane Helene.
Yeah.
So, and they're still recovering from Hurricane Helene. If you see all the debris that are left behind from Hurricane Helene, the governor is saying we may not have enough time to clean up this debris and to welcome. Well, we don't want to welcome Hurricane Milton, but I don't think we're prepared for Hurricane Milton at all. And also, it is a state of emergency. So if you are in the west coast of Florida, especially Martin County, it is mandatory that you evacuate. All right, go to your local hotels. There's hospital shelters. Just tune into your local NBC or CBS News. They do have a list of local shelters where you can attend. However, just know in the midst of the storm, all right, emergency personnel will not be available. So please, if you have not evacuated from those evacuation zones, all right, and you decide to just stay home,
weather the storm,
all right, what the sheriff of Martin County is saying is, all right, they are not going to send any of their rescue
human resources.
Yeah, they're not sending any of them out there. So please be very mindful. If you have not made any plans, you have not prepped yourself, unfortunately, by tonight, it's going to be too late. All right. There is a mandatory curfew at 12 a.m. All right. The storm is expected to hit early tomorrow morning. So everyone, there is a curfew as of tonight, 12 p.m. Please be in your home or be in your local shelters. Outside of that, guys, and local news and more news, Diddy.
No.
Diddy.
Diddy.
Can't stop, won't stop. All right. Now, a new young lady just came out with alleged drugged case by Diddy. She said she was forced to perform sexual act under the influence that she did not take willingly. So take it how you want to take it.
Take that.
But man, Diddy, man, it's the federal government has set up a hotline for people to call in to report any information that they have on Diddy so they can use against him in court.
Goodness.
Absolutely. Hey, did you guys hear about the amazing doctor here in Florida that was actually arrested for running a deadly pill mill?
No.
Deadly pill mill.
In Florida?
Definitely in Florida. It was reported by KNSNW that the Northwest Florida doctor, which was accused of running a deadly. Oh man, I'm looking at a picture of her right now. Wow. In the word of Charlemagne the God, guess what race it is?
Oh no.
All right. Yeah, but she was she's 72-year-old Dr. Elaine Cecile Sharp of Pensacola Beach. She is actually man, she's horrible, man. She's been running a
She's horrible.
I hate to say it, man. She's been running a crazy drug trafficking company. She's been subscriptions, right?
Coach, I ain't never heard you stuff on
prescriptions.
She's giving prescriptions out to
This is gangster
dealers,
grandma
right?
here.
Wow.
Oxycodone, 100 grams of it, and man, she's facing a lot of years. You know what? I'm going to learn more about this and report it in tomorrow's news because I think this is going to be amazing. She's also going down for money laundering.
Wow.
So this is very, very good news.
She's 72?
She's 72.
Oh,
man.
she ain't tripping.
She's an OG, bro.
She ain't tripping.
I know she ain't tripping. She lived her life.
She been writing them bad prescriptions for years, decades.
Oh, for sure. And they just catching her, bro, at 72.
Because she probably know how to rock the pill game.
Man, she's
Ain't about
rocking
it.
it, bro.
Yes, sir. Happy Taco Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. You
Yes,
know
sir.
who it is. It's your boy, Coach 954. I'm talking life. I'm talking the sports. I'm talking the good news. But, man, before I get this segment started, we got a special guest in the building. And as always, when we have a special guest in the building, we go to the Lady Star to bring them in, right? Lady Star, you let this young lady know she is in for the rest of the ride on the roller coaster ride on her way up show.
All right. She's rocking with the radio vultures.
You already know what time it is.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. give her introduction, Miss Lady Star.
Yes, well, please, welcome back to On the Way Up Show. It is a pleasure to introduce to some and present to others the president and founder of Great Partnership Solutions, Miss Carrie Klimas.
Okay, Miss Carrie.
Welcome to the show, Miss Carrie. I love your energy, man. She walked in and just light up the room. I love it.
Absolutely.
She was putting me on fire already.
All right. Listen, Carrie offers a host of services, you guys, everything from leadership coaching and consulting to administrative marketing and visibility specialty workshops. She's a curator of several events, including the network skill workshops and goal setting workshops.
Say what
if you're trying to get your life together, if you're trying to get your professional or personal life together, this is your lady. This is the woman of the hour that's going to help you get it together today, y'all. So listen in, grab your pen, your paper, be ready to take notes, because she is already been, like you said, dropping gems
She's
and
dropping
fire.
gem in here, man.
You see, I'm trying to jump in because now I'm hearing all this resume she reading off. So you a life coach?
I call myself a leadership coach and consultant.
A leadership and consultant.
Coach and consultant.
Coaching. So what explain that to me, because I'm a coach. How can you help a coach?
Well, what areas of your life could you still also improve that you're not learning and growing in?
I need a lot of improvement.
Who doesn't?
I second that. That is facts.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about yourself before we get this, because this is my segment called Sports Talk, Life, Good News and Sports. So I want you to know how we go. Because when we start talking, just feel free to jump in.
Carrie, he called himself a life coach. So now we have a real life
don't
coach
do
in
that.
the building.
There you go.
We going to see how great of a life coach he is.
Yeah. All right, Miss.
Carrie, you would agree, though, that every coach needs a coach, correct?
Well, I still have one. Otherwise, I'd be
Absolutely.
a hypocrite, and I prefer not to be a hypocrite.
Okay. I love that.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, South Florida, native Floridian, right here in Broward County.
Big ups. Keep going.
Okay. Been on my own for over 14 years, and I left the corporate world 14 years ago, and was an executive assistant for several different corporate companies, and I knew I was kind of bored and hanging around some ladies who said, let's, do our own thing. And one day the good old Lord said, bye-bye. They said bye, and I started out networking and meeting people, and I had I'm sure some of you guys know, or ladies know out there, a company called Mary Kay Cosmetics.
Okay. Mary Kay.
Now, I'm not the Mary Kay lady. My mother was.
Okay.
But I was in a network marketing company called Party Light, which was a home-based business.
It's candles
and home decor.
I'm familiar,
yes.
Look, you get started
the only
lit up,
candles
man.
that the White House used at one point in time.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the clean fumes that are lit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I know about Mary Kay too. I used to sell Mary Kay.
So I went networking, and a gentleman told me I couldn't be a candle lady and suggested I brand myself. So as I suggest many people, like Dimitri and us are doing on this week, is sit down and have coffee. Because if I didn't take the time to sit down and listen to his ideas, I wouldn't be here today, or even take his ideas.
That's
my first company was called Gift Problem Solver. And
all right, now, Miss Carrie, we got a little history because we had some fun. Where did we meet at?
The networking event for Secure Your Growth.
Yeah, that was our event, the On the Way Up show.
Shout out to Amari. Secure Your Future Global.
Secure Future Growth, okay.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about the networking event. How you feel about what we're doing here in South Florida on the rooftop?
Sure. Well, I enjoy networking. I've been networking for 14 years, and if I don't get out, I never know what opportunities might present itself. So I wouldn't be here today if I didn't take the time to talk to the hostess of the mostest right here, the star.
Ooh, and see how ladies, they stick together. Y'all love to compliment
and
each
guess
other.
where we had the most conversation?
In the ladies' room.
In the back room.
Absolutely.
Ladies' room. See, guys, we don't talk to each other in the bathroom.
No.
You're kind of
It's a little
suspect.
awkward, huh?
Yeah, he's suspect. It's just it's cringy.
You can't shake nobody's hand
Nah,
in the
man,
men's
don't do it.
bathroom. Huh?
Don't do it.
Now we're about to start my segment, so I want you to know it's gonna go fast. The beat gonna change.
Okay.
You're gonna have to keep up now.
Okay. Passing the ball along, huh?
Now you
Talk about
guys-
sports, so passing the ball.
Yeah, no.
And
go
Coach, you always relate sports to life. And as we were talking earlier in the quote about building a house where the door doesn't slam, Carrie sharing her story is very familiar with that experience, having doors slammed and allowing that frustration to navigate her to where you are today, correct?
Correct, because the corporate world, the door was in a way slammed, but luckily I had a secondary way to get out to networking events, and that was my second door. And the more I went, the more opportunities, were in front of me, and I took them.
All right, y'all.
The
The
Carrie
beat-
is ready, y'all.
when this beat changed, I'm telling you right now.
She's a
Because
gift
this
problem
this
solver.
first one, the NFL been around a long time.
Okay.
And when I start coaching conversations, y'all ladies,
When you start coaching,
no, when this beat started, it's about, I'm sorry. See, I got so excited about coaching conversation. I do.
I said, now you gonna take
No,
over
we
the
got two
coaching.
ladies in here. Coaching conversation gonna be on the chair today. But here it is. This is Spokes Talk Radio. We are finna talk sports. We finna talk life. We finna talk good news with Coach 954. Now, here's the first thing that I saw in the news that was a game changer. The players from the NFL says they don't want the media in there anymore because the media is eyeballing their meat.
What?
What does that
Oh,
mean?
they feel
Coach.
violated. You mean?
I'm telling you right now, the players are saying they don't want the reporters in the locker room anymore because they're feeling violated because they're not interviewing them. They're looking down.
They're looking at their gifts.
Now, so back in the day, they used to let everybody in the locker room.
Okay.
And the guys wasn't dressed. But now the guys are saying they want to be dressed.
It's a sacred space now.
Yeah, and
should be a safe
they say
space.
that the NFL should change the policy because that's unfair that they're not even dressed and the media is in there.
No, I mean I could get with that because if it was women's sports, I don't think media should be in their locker room. So I think we should give dual respect. Now I know how you like to plot twists on stories, so I don't know if that's the whole story. But from what I
promise
heard,
you that's the story. I won't make it up. Now, Coach D, what you think?
Hey, you know what, man? I don't know. I never seen a reporter in the men's locker room in any level when I played sports, so I'm not sure.
No, in NFL, they're in there like right after they're getting the shower because they want to get the close up. So they're like, "Hey, Tom, you're coming out the shower." Tom, Brady.
But do they allow them in the players' locker room?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes. So, Miss Carey, how would you feel about
Violated.
You just well, let's ask Miss Carey because she's a leadership coach, and leadership says that this is fair because the rules of the leadership says the media can come in at any time. Well, how would you feel as a player?
I would agree with that. Again, if I'm not feeling comfortable and this is my space, then trusting the coach of the team would actually agree with that because he's better to listen to his players. And I trust, the media can be available anytime they want to be available. Let them do their thing, and then they can get them.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. So to the players, they're standing up. They have the players, the union saying it's time for the media to wait on outside till we get dressed.
no more
support
looking
them.
at booty cheeks.
Yeah, I support the players on that.
I mean,
do
the
too.
locker room, that's where you have to get your hair right and all that before you go out.
That's right. That's right. And
or
they-
digress after coming in.
Now, does the NBA allow that?
Every sport.
Every sport,
Every
every
sp-
professional sport.
This has been going on for years. So at first, it was a male sport. So we're going to get a little more deep into it. It was all men. So then the ladies said, well, we want to go in the locker room too. So they had to pass a law that the ladies could come in while the guys.
as media.
Yeah, it's media. So if you media, you media. But again, this
So
is
there's a law in American Constitution that
not
allow.
America, the NFL, the policies of the NFL league right now.
Oh, okay.
So the players are saying they want that league changed. So now,
They want the policies to change for the league.
yes, because they felt like the reporters wasn't just interviewing them; they was
But
taking.
you got to admit, Coach, that is invasion of privacy, man.
I believe so. So listen, y'all, we gonna keep it going, man. In other news, the Steelers has finally made the call. They're putting the veteran Russell Wilson back in, and they're replacing Justin Fields. So my question that I would to give to the room, to the team, when do you know it's time for the older generation to step back in when the kids are messing up?
Ooh, Carrie, that's a good one. Let's start with you.
Well, I would say it takes time to evaluate and what does old mean. So again, really finding what people's strengths and weaknesses are and seeing what they're really capable. At the end of the day, I mean, I think that's discrimination against age, but they're still willing and capable of playing the game and they still do it better than the younger ones. I mean, look at driving a car. Sometimes our parents got to take the keys away. But again, they still have to be able to manage the car. And if they can't, their safety and everybody else's safety is important.
Wow.
I love it.
I like that one. Good answer. Good answer. Now here's
said.
what's going on with Russell Wilson. So Justin Fields started out very well, but now they're saying that the veteran that is back from being hurt should just get an opportunity. Do you think that's fair?
So here's the thing, Coach. Justin Field had the opportunity to come in because of the injury by
Yes, sir.
Russell Wilson.
I'm following
Now
you.
that Russell Wilson has been cleared by his physicians, and as you can see, he's already on the sideline as of Monday night. He was already on the sideline while the team is practicing. So they are waiting for him to be 100% before he can come back. He never lost his position to Justin Field. It was due to injury is why Justin Field ever seen the field. I don't think Justin Field played bad at all.
Right,
You know,
right.
if you evaluate his game, he's okay. You know, but you know, the vision of the Steelers is to be Super Bowl champ, and they think their best chance to accomplish that goal is to go with the veteran quarterback and Wilson.
But here's the thing. So they still having a winning season. Everything's going good. He hasn't wrecked the car yet. But you just saying that this veteran that has more experience, it's time for him to get back in the seat.
Well, it
was always
was
his seat.
always his position to keep. It was always his seat, and it was due to injury is the reason why Justin Field again got an opportunity to play.
Okay,
It's
well,
like, if you hurt your back and you send your kids to do the errands for you, do all that. But then when you feel better, you take those keys back. That car is still yours.
got you. So let's talk a little bit about life then. I'm gonna put a little twist to this. Now it's your company. You have prospered, and you decided you're gonna give the company to your child. Is it fair that once the new leadership takes over and you feel like they're not to par, you come and replace that person and says, "I think I need to take back over the helm"?
100%, Coach.
Wait. Let's start.
Oh, go
wait.
ahead.
We're going around the
sorry.
room.
I'm
We're
sorry.
going around the room. Coach jumped in real fast. I see what kind of, you're fired.
Yeah.
You like Donald Trump.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's your child.
yeah,
You're fired.
fired.
To your child.
yeah.
All right, so we're going to see what kind of parent you are.
I'm gonna go against the grain on this one a little bit
Okay.
because if I'm passing the torch, I need to be intentional about what that means. And a lot of times, a younger generation can see things and navigate us to places that older generations could not. And
Okay.
maybe not even agree with. And you see these type of dynamics even between men and women and how they operate business, right? So there's always going to be a difference of opinion. But I think before I just say fired, I want to tune in and tap into what their vision is, because maybe it was something greater than what I saw, and maybe they're more in touch with the needs of the current customer. I think that numbers will speak a lot. The results of what they're doing will speak a lot. But if it's going downhill, then I think as everyone would probably want the best interest of the company. I think then everybody would be for someone, who knows what to do to grab the reins. But
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. Now, Miss Carrie, sometime on the show, I'll do a little role playing because I'm going to get to him. So you, my mom, and I'm your son. And you're about to pass your company to me. Tell me how you would say that to me as your child.
Well, I'd probably give you, an opportunity to define is this company something you'd like to be working for?
Yes,
And-
Mom.
okay, thank you. And then I'd say, okay, so what are you willing to do in order to do that?
I followed you my whole life, Mom. I know the business like the back of my hand.
Okay, well, then
I'm
we-
ready to take the reins, Mom.
Well, I'd like to say, let's have an assessment. Where do you think we are? Where would you like to go? And, really see how you dive into for like giving like a 3-month trial and really see if you can follow the lead and take the reins as we go through it.
But Mom, I've been watching you my whole life, Mom.
Watching me is one thing. Doing it on your own is a whole other thing.
Come
let me
on,
show.
Mom.
Let me see
I
ya.
just want to be the CEO of the company.
Well, that's nice, but again, if you can't prove it to me, then you're not getting it.
and
Maybe
you're
your
going to
brother
get a
does.
job to Peter?
Well, if Peter's proven it bigger than better than you are, then
No way, Mom. I don't like you anymore, Mom.
well, that attitude is just like the coach. Go get sit on the bench.
I like you.
Yes.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
Yes.
See, she's a professional on how to talk to kids. So
Listen, for all those family businesses out there, if you having, issues with the family dynamics, talk to Miss Carrie,
There
okay?
you go,
Carrie
right there.
Clemens.
There you go. She's gonna give you the right answer.
so Coach, so I'm gonna go over there.
What's
it.
up, man?
So how you feel about it in your own way, Coach?
And that's just, I'll give you an answer based on how you asked the question, how you presented the question. The company is going down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If the company is going down, somebody has to step back in.
Okay.
And who's that someone? The person who knows the business very well, person who built the business, which would be me, right?
Right.
So if my son, who I passed the business off to, decides to start, effing around
Uh-oh.
and not running the business the way I was running
Or
it.
could just be a novice, a little ignorant. Not that he's effing around, but he just might not know.
Yeah, but
Coach-
he may not be ready.
Yeah, he may
Right?
not be
He may
ready.
not ready. And like Miss Carey said, I would not immediately turn the company over. I
Right,
would
right.
definitely train him to make sure that he understand how to run and operate the business on a daily basis.
Right. This
But
is
if he
hands-on
fails,
learning.
and he start failing, right, it is my responsibility to come back in and say, hey, son, you're failing. Because I'm
Yeah.
looking at the reports. But it's not an immediate fired. No, I will evaluate for 90 days.
But
Hey.
here's the thing, Coach, and this the hard part. When you do that, and he said, well, Dad, you know what? You gave me opportunity, and now you're killing my confidence. I'm just going to go and start my own company.
That's fine. You're fired. I'll pass it on to Carmelo.
Wow. All right, y'all. We're going to go to one more sermon. Yeah, this the part of the year I love, man. It's the HBCU experience, man. The Florida Classic is coming up in November. I'm telling y'all, get your tickets. I love this part of the season because it's wrapping up. It's homecoming. I mean, big shots out to Blanchila High School. Man, they had a homecoming for high schoolers. And when I say this, where they graduated from, just like the colleges. So the people that came back to their high school, and
And
I
it
think
was a movie out there.
it was
this
a movie.
weekend, man.
Yes, I think we should bring that back. The same feel that you
Energy.
get at the colleges, you need that homecoming for your high schools. So they did it right. Just a couple of classics that's going on. In this season, it's getting ready for bowl season, but you got to go and see the HBCU experience. I promise you, it's nothing like it to see the bands, the marching bands. And again, I'm going to bounce it to our co-host in here today, Miss Carey. Miss Carey, have you ever heard the Marching 100, FAMU Rattlers?
No, I have not.
Oh, you okay. Have you ever been to like a HBCU event?
HBCU? No, I've been to my high school reunions.
Okay. Listen, this is the reason I'm asking you.
Okay.
Because we going to Orlando, and I hope we can bring the On the Way Up show to Orlando, and I want you to be my special guest.
Okay, great.
I want you to be my special guest
I'll
at the
be
classic.
there.
All right,
All
there it
right.
is.
And you're gonna make sure she get entertained.
Oh yeah, when you come to the classic, have you ever been to a family reunion?
Of course.
It's like Orlando is the biggest family reunion of people coming all over, and I love it. I mean, you see the fraternities, the sororities, people just coming back, celebrating Bethune-Cookman and FAMU. I think that's one of to me, the biggest ones that they do. I may be wrong, but I do a little fact checking, but you got to witness that. So to everybody, get your tickets, get to Orlando. It's going down. Florida Classic weekend. I'll be there. I hope we'll be there. Hey, y'all, we'll be right back with Culture Conversations.
Welcome back to On the Way Up Show. If you guys are just tuning in, we have a special guest with us today, Miss Carey Klimas. Welcome, Carey, our life and leadership coach.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
As y'all know, I'm your girl, Takara Star. I got the best coaches with me.
This is Coach 954, and this is your life, talking sports, talking the good news. But you see how we done calmed it down. Miss Carey, you're going to like this part of it.
Oh, yeah.
Because we talk real slow in this segment right here. What's up, Coach?
Nice and easy.
And this is Coach D, your Doom City friendly monster. What it is, what it does.
Oh, so friendly.
Yeah.
Now, Carey, one of it's kind of become a tradition now that the way we open up this show is with 5 breaths in and 5 breaths out.
Musa.
Just relaxing and letting go of all the worries of the day. We're coming together today to talk about how to navigate the next step. Maybe you were in that house that had that closed door, and now you're in a situation where you're looking for the next open door, correct? Whether you're seeking to become an entrepreneur at this point, or build your entrepreneurship, or just work your way up the corporate ladder, Miss Carey Klimas is here to help you with that. You want to organize your life, even on a personal level, okay? Because I could use some of that help. Miss Carrie is here today to answer all of our questions and all of your questions. So make sure that you leave some comments for all of our YouTube subscribers. Remember to hit that like button, okay? And leave a comment for Carrie, because even after the show, we're going to provide you a resource to where you can contact her and receive a free consultation. Isn't that right?
That's correct.
All right, y'all. So you are blessed today to be on this show because we got tons of goodies for you. Now, going back to this quote of the day, having this house with the closed doors, I love that. I feel like that was so fitting today for having you here today, because if I understand some of your backstory, that's exactly where you were before the inception of where you are today with this business. So would you just share a little bit of that backstory and how you got here with our audience today?
Absolutely. So I've, like I said, been on my own for 14 years. I was in the corporate world for 18. When I got out of college, I guess you could say I got a degree in human resources, but realized that wasn't really my ideal career. And this wonderful personality doesn't want to deal with people's problems, as most people do. HR is a little bit more in the, I hate to say, when our check's not right or the insurance isn't right. And I seen somebody I worked with before in corporate. I'm like, nope, don't want that job. So I felt that being an executive assistant was better because I only had to work one-on-one with somebody and manage their time their calendar and keep them organized. I was like, I'll manage that. But it just wasn't my thing, and I didn't want to, wanted to be on my own. I told the universe and some friends that, and lo and behold, on December 7th of 2009, the one door closed, and then I started networking, getting out, meeting people, and another door opened.
I
Awesome.
love that.
I love that story. I
You
love
said
that
the way
story.
you
something.
said you told the
The universe. I know that's right. I heard that.
So you told the universe.
I did.
And you made it happen.
Well, at the end of the day, we're all telling the universe something. Just make sure you place the right order.
Okay.
Place the order what you want, like the barista. Don't you place the order what you want? Well, that's the goal. And like keep ordering, knowing what you want and how to get it.
You know what? On that note, I noticed that you help people define what it is, what they want, because sometimes we just don't know. So, and we've been talking with you for a little while now behind the scenes, and so it's very evident to me that you ask amazing questions.
Oh, thank you.
Right? How can we, share some of that stardust so that we can ask ourselves some empowering questions to help better define what it is that we want?
Absolutely. I'd say my top 5 C's are clarity, communication, confidence, consistency, and commitment. So if I'm not clear on what I want, I surely can't communicate with confidence as well as being consistent and committed to that goal. So I think we all
And
need
what are the 5 C's again?
clarity,
Communication. Okay.
confidence, consistency, commitment.
I love
Hey.
it. I
Wait,
love it.
hold on. Cause
I told y'all, get your
wait,
notes
wait,
and your
no,
pen and
because,
paper.
I like clarity. So one of the questions is, so you see a gentleman that you think is up to par and you would like to talk to him, how would you approach that?
Hi, my name is, you are. Okay.
Okay.
What brings you here? Just like at a networking event. I use a networking event as similar to dating. If we're not managing and mingling around the room and I'm talking to people and connecting and asking questions, how would I know what they're looking for?
So you're saying that as a lady, if you see a potential, you just go and strike a conversation with him?
If you're human, I'll talk to you.
Miss Carol, okay.
That part.
Some ladies, they waiting on the man to make the move. So you think a woman could make the move?
Well, if we're talking again, a networking event is a professional event. If you're saying
No,
a social
I
event,
ain't
that's
talking. No.
Is out and about?
I did not say
Where?
networking.
Give me a
event.
reason. Give me
I
a
said
place.
you see a guy that
Where?
you think is interesting. You
Okay.
at the mall, and you like, oh, I might like the.
I'll give you a better situation.
Yeah,
So
right.
I go to, we were talking earlier about going down to Lauderdale by the Sea.
Okay.
And so I walked in, it was called Mulligan's at the time, and now it's Pier 14. So I decided to go have dinner there. Now, at the corner of the bar, there were 3 men.
There you go.
So there was a seat in the middle.
Yeah.
I decided to take that one to see which one of those 3 guys may be of interesting for anything interesting.
That's what I'm trying to. I like your style.
But take away from that, make sure you put yourself in
That's
the right
right.
seat, in the right situation, right?
So,
you
Carrie-
saw the opportunity.
So you know how to lead for real.
So-
Okay, all right.
So, Carrie, now I understand you've been on your own for 16 years.
14, actually.
14
yeah.
years. You got rid of you actually walked away from corporate, the corporate world. All right. Did you have a backup plan when you got fired, or did you just go based off of, the universe?
Well, at the time when I got let go, I had a part-time side gig, and I was a consultant with Party Light for 5 years.
Okay.
And I
Party
was
Life. What
Party
is
Light. It was it's
Party Light.
still around. It's a home-based business.
Okay.
Network marketing that sells candles and
Okay.
home decor, things like that.
Okay.
You know, so I did a lot of home parties. So I had more time now to dedicate. And at the time, there was a challenge, as most network marketing companies have, and I got my small team together and managed to motivate them to qualify and got what I need to sell. And I earned my free self a free cruise to go to Spain, Italy, and France.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Since I had more time to dedicate to it, I could be able to manage that. But again, I could say my lack of confidence and defining the ideal client and people on my team, I didn't have back then. You know, I mean, I think it's a good industry, but you know, my skill set's a little different these days than it was back then.
Awesome.
So
Improved.
I'm really curious to know how you transitioned from Party Lights into your coaching business now. But I want to make sure that we sum up for the audience. What is one question we can ask ourselves to help us better, claim that clarity that we need?
Well, at the end of the day, ask yourself, what is something I really need right now that can support me in fulfilling my wants and needs?
Something that I really want right now, or something I really need right now?
Well, want and need are almost the same thing, but I mean,
Because someone's gonna say, "I really need money right now."
well, I'm sure we all can say that. Now,
Right.
okay, so now how am I going to get that? What would be the best thing that I need to focus on to bring me the money I'm looking for? What are some things I'm good at? Because I'll say also ask friends at what you're good at. Because often that's what happened to me. I really didn't know what I was good at. And I asked a friend and she said, well, I see you always be good at networking. I said, well, what the heck did that mean? Well, I eventually had to define that and met my coach at a networking event. So here
So
I am.
you know, I've been trying to figure out like, what would be your role. So I watched this TV episode called Billions, where he had this young lady who I guess she was a psychiatrist to keep the morale of the building, to make sure Fowler, I think is Rich Fowler, that character. So as a coach, you're helping manage the CEO, or is it the common Joe? Where do you come in like to manage a company?
Well, I'd look for visionary leaders, whether they're an entrepreneur, executive, small business owners, who my 3 common, I guess, qualities are willing, ready, and open to take their leadership and business to the next level. Often most people in their day-to-day chaos that really taking the time to sit down and really see what's going on, what's working, what's not working, and having a better plan to, put it into get the results that they're looking for.
So your job, do you motivate like the whole, like in that scenario I was giving you, he had a big staff of guys that was day traders and he had to keep the morale of the team up. So do you motivate companies or is it more individual based?
Well, everything starts with the leader of anything. So if the leader's not willing to take the one-on-one coaching with me, we certainly cannot work with the team. Because at the end of the day, the one-on-one coaching is with them, and then they could be offered the same package as they have, or we could also set a goal-setting workshop to get the team together and just maybe one main goal focus.
And also, the Army will not follow unless the lieutenant is leading, right?
I know that's right.
Well, as I said earlier, who has to lead the horse to water and make it drink? That would be me. The leader's not taking on the leadership and willingness to change their perspectives. How are they going to be open to see, what else they could be better for the team and add better quality teamwork as well as for their clientele?
I love that. So all of our visionary leaders out there, don't go too far, because when we come back, we got more questions for Carrie. But before we go, Carrie, why don't you drop the social link handle where you want everyone to come find you? Is it your website or is there a social media platform?
Well, I'll say I have a YouTube channel. I've got over 115 short motivational videos and what I offer in networking, communications, my skills, my workshops. The YouTube channel is KarrieKlimas, my first and last name, GPS. So Carrie Klimas, GPS.
Oh, I love that.
That's nice. So you give clips and motivational speeches.
Uh-oh.
Are we doing that all day long here today?
Okay.
Carrie been talking that. We about to go, yes.
There we go. And we'll be back with more of Carrie Wilson interview. You are listening to On the Way Up Show. Good morning.
Welcome back to another great episode of On the Way Up Show. I'm your girl, Takara Starr, with the blessing of being next to an amazing life networking organization
Yes.
coach, like
Yes.
communication coach, figuring out how to get your life together, Coach.
And it's not Carrie Wilson. It's Carrie Climbers.
Carrie Climbers, because she's helping us climb to the top.
There we
y'all.
go.
But listen, man, and to all the listeners out there, I'm a big fan of ET, man. ET be getting us that motivation in the morning. You go on ET. But I found out Miss Carrie has her own YouTube channel doing it. Man, I am a subscriber right now. I promise you, tomorrow morning I'm riding to work, I'm going to pop one up, and I'm going to say, thank you, Miss Carrie. Am I going to be able to take on the world after I listen to you?
One step at a time.
Yeah.
One video at a time.
Yeah. I even saw that you had a 5-step action plan, right, for determining your life development. Correct.
Correct.
Awesome. That's so amazing. So even if it's not in a career professional space, if I just personally wanted to feel more clear on who I was as a being, you had said that so well during commercial break. Matter of fact, can you bring that back for the audience? I feel like that was such a gem. You had made a profound statement about not being a doer but a being. Please.
Thank you. So yes, we are called human beings, and most of us are trying to do something to get something. So I'm a human being. I'm being positive. I'm being motivated. I am is the most popular word in the universe. And so I am smart. I am brilliant. I am dynamic. I am motivated.
Yes.
So yes, these are affirmations. But at the end of the day, we have to feel them. Like I am, I powerfully express my enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love it.
I'm interested in people, and I ask great questions. So,
Yes, you do.
well, that came with a lot of practice, especially from co-leading a communications workshop for 5 years. So
Okay.
So when you're doing this though, for the listeners, you're saying apply that to yourself.
well, it's only me, myself, and I that talks to myself, and often our negativity is what gets in the way.
Oh, okay. So I'm supposed to get in the mirror and say, I am beautiful, I am kind, I am smart. That's how you do it?
At the end of the day, yes, but it's like taking it to, you really got to feel it, because part of you probably doesn't believe that. So it's all about feeling it. And so I teach people actually a game changer, since you used the word earlier, a game changer growth mindset exercise, which is part of the leadership one-on-one coaching. So being able to have a little more relaxed, feel more relaxed and grounded. So we actually say and speak affirmations to each other.
Yeah,
right?
I think affirmations is the great way to set your day. It's telling yourself great things about you, things that you really believe in you can accomplish. And I think based off of what you just shared with us this morning, it definitely resonate with me, because when I wake up in the morning, my wife think I'm crazy when I say it, but I'm like, I'm the king. I'm the king. I run this castle, right? But I do it just to play around with my kids and play around with my wife. But honestly, I really believe it. When I wake up, I feel like I'm the king, and I was blessed to given another day to actually showcase my talent. And I believe that every day when I wake up, I'm the king. I'm the king. And I go to the backyard and I look at my yard and I'm like, my God, I'm the king.
Yeah. Oh,
So
you
know
felt
what,
that.
Coach? What I got from you is
You
that
know?
energy that she's talking about, and I really do agree. I think that is
Yeah.
the secret, because even when I share visualization tips, that is the number one ingredient. Remember, we did that practice. We had to see it. We had to feel it. We had to taste it. We had to touch it. We had to really be there. And
Right.
I think that's exactly what Carrie is saying, to embody that thing, right?
Right,
That's
but
beautiful.
this is a practice I've been practicing for 10 years and still committed to, and always have this skill set in my toolbox. So
Love
So
that.
as an entrepreneur, you have to find clients that needs your skill set.
well, yes, we all have some solutions to offer people. That's why I guess asking questions, defining it. They need me. I know that. The question
Okay.
is, are they willing and ready to do it? How
Right,
serious are they? And if they have a good attitude, a gentleman I spoke to this morning, in a sense, he's like, I'm all busy, and I'm like, is that your attitude really good enough? I mean, at the end of the day, again, we're talking about sports today. If your attitude isn't good, you're going to be on the bench.
Right,
Like
right.
if you're not willing to have a better attitude, you're not going to have the results, because our attitude plus our behavior plus our actions equals results. So my winning attitude creates winning results. Anybody want to create an optimistic winning attitude with me, or have one of those? Again, at the end of the day, you got to be willing and wanting to develop and be better, myself
Wow.
included. I start with myself.
954, I love that you asked that question, because thanks to AI, I was able to pull up some of the top challenges that our job seekers are facing currently in the market. And the number one challenge was finding relevant opportunities. job seekers may have difficulty finding opportunities that match their particular skill set or interest. Now, you had mentioned before, if you're not clear on maybe what you should be doing or how your skills can match a particular sector, that we should ask our friends. Is that right? Or ask people that are very close to us?
Well, definitely ask your friends and see what you're good at. Because, I mean, even though I know I was good at being organized and time management, but I didn't know that was, or networking as well, I didn't know that was a thing. I remember Googling networking guru, but now I host workshops, but it's different. Nobody's ever doesn't teach it my way because nobody teaches because I have my experience.
Right.
You know, so I'm not taking it from anybody else. I didn't read it from a book. You know, I'm doing it based on what I know and my
Based off of
experience.
experience.
Right, my experience.
So I have a problem.
Okay.
I thought I was a great leader.
Okay.
I know.
You are.
Yeah, I did. But then I went home, and I was trying to apply that in my home, and she said, "You ain't leading nothing."
I'm sorry.
I think that's a different
was
topic. I
not
think you
trying
need
to
a
laugh,
counselor,
Coach,
not a
because you're
coach.
very serious, Coach. And I'm sorry.
So, Miss
I'm sorry,
Carey.
listeners. I did not mean to laugh.
So, Miss Carey, how do you deal with that when it comes to the household?
Well, at the end of the day, there are 4 qualities everybody wants. And the 4 qualities are respect, appreciation, acknowledgement, and admiration. So to the degree that I respect, appreciate, and take the time to acknowledge and admire myself, because if my cup is not full, if I respect myself 10%, you only get 10%. So at the end of the day, we're not knowing how to always respect and appreciate ourselves, and most people are not acknowledging us for the good stuff first.
But I'm gonna ask you again now because you got me laughing on the air. I'm
Okay.
having a ball. So when I said that,
Yeah.
I was like Coach D. I'm the king. I'm the
Okay.
king of the castle. I'm the king. I'm the king.
And she should go, I'm the queen, baby. What are you ready to rock and roll?
Wait. Listen. So I walked in there. I'm the king. I'm ready to lead. And she looked at me and said, "You ain't leading nothing." Is that respectful? Is that disrespectful?
Well, what you can always turn around and go, well, I don't know. What does that mean? Not leading. What does that mean to you?
No, I was just having fun, Miss Carey.
Okay.
But if a man and a woman,
But-
Yeah, careful.
but
You know he's
Coach-
always instigating.
Coach, I'm going to keep
Well,
it
that's
real.
what he,
But I
that's
see
what he
you.
wants.
No, I'm going to keep it real. I can wake up and say all the words of affirmation. I'm the king.
Yeah.
I can walk in the backyard and look at my yard and be like, yeah, I did it. I'm the king, right?
Right.
My wife will look at me and says, king of what, too? Okay?
Well, remember, you
We're on the same boat.
Oh, that's why you was laughing. You resonated with that right there.
I'll say it to your point of being the king, you need to add some great adjectives to that. I'm the most powerful, bold, wonderful king.
Oh, man.
You gotta
Oh,
own it.
I
You gotta
like
take
that.
it.
Oh,
You
Claire,
gotta,
tomorrow,
I'm the
tomorrow
best.
morning when I
Yeah.
wake up, I am the most powerful
purposeful king.
purposeful king.
Right.
yeah, right.
And then to you, my queen,
Okay.
you are purposeful and you are dynamic. So being
Absolutely.
able to
I love
support
it.
that, yeah,
I
to support
love
each
it.
All
other.
right, I'm gonna throw one more at you. How do you deal with the kids now? Because I think, just in my opinion, we came up with a little more discipline when we was youngsters, but now the kids are talking back to the parents. They tell the parents what to do. How do you fix that from a leadership from a parent to a child?
Parent has to want it.
Oh wow.
Parent has to know that's and identify that's what's going on and say, well, I have a gentleman the other day I met and his kids are still staying in the house at 27. I said, is that what you want? And so it sounds to me like his kids are staying. They've unfortunately give him too much and spoiled him.
Oh,
Trying to take that back. Sometimes you see these kids and the parents take the phone away and they have a little, attack. What do you call it? Like a little self-righteous attack.
Yeah.
Don't be taking that away from me. A tantrum. Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Entitlement tantrum.
right.
Yep,
But the
that's what it
parents are
is.
the ones who will keep allowing, because I'm going to use myself, I allowed an ex-boyfriend to disrespect me because I didn't understand and know my value. And started getting a coach. I understood my value and he just became more boring and don't need that no more. That was not what I allowed in my life anymore. Again, you have to allow it. If when you realize, I can't allow this anymore, then I guess you're ready for change and willing to do what it takes to get there.
I love that. That power is always in your hands. That's what I'm hearing. You are the power, right?
Right.
So I got one more challenge that our job seekers are experiencing out here in the market, and especially when it comes to networking events, and that's standing out from the crowd. Do you have any advice for job seekers who need to stand out in their respective fields or even in a networking situation?
Well, I'd say networking opportunities everywhere. Whether you're at, myself at Goodwill one day and ran into some guy and had a conversation with him there. But you got to be ready to write down what you're looking for, who you're looking for. Do you want to work corporate? Do you want to, how much money you want to make? And so being able to have a little confidence and having clear what you want. So when you do network, you have some questions to ask. You guys hiring? Or are you currently looking for, is it in jobs? Do you know anybody who's looking for somebody for this position? So get a definition of what you're kind of looking for in a position you want to fill. So knowing that ahead of time can, does help us, define what when we do network, we can have more opportunities to say something that we're looking for.
Now,
Okay, so
now
that clarity will make it stand out.
Well, being able to have the confidence to know what we want, and I guess, knowing it and being able to have the questions prepared ahead of time.
Do you think people should dress a particular way at the networking events?
I'd say always be business casual. At the end of the day, I'd say they always say when we work with clients and being able to be, even doing the home parties I used to do, always to be 2 steps above your clientele. So
So don't dress where you are, dress where you're going.
Exactly. Act the part. Act and dress the part.
And Carrie, what advice would you give a entrepreneur that's just starting out? An entrepreneur that took a leap into faith and decided that they are going to walk away from their corporate job, okay, and they're just going to launch their own business. What advice would you give to them?
Well, I'd say find a mentor. Find somebody who's walked the path before you to get the guidance. There are YouTube videos, but at the end of the day, having people who walk the path that are willing to teach us, whether it's free or eventually you pay for it. At the end of the day, you are paying for it from your time and money if you're not knowing how to get there. We all need clarity and figuring what to do when it comes to a business. Like I said, when I got out of corporate, if I didn't meet this guy, Norman, I wouldn't be here today. Just one person that had an idea and I was willing to listen to him, and he didn't charge me for it. It was actually from the kindness of his heart. But there are the services I buy along the way to help me grow.
Well, I have a big question coming up, but go ahead. No, I'm gonna wait out to you.
It's just commonly said, not to hold your cards close. Sometimes we're encouraged not to share our hopes and dreams with others. And so what would your advice be with that? Because had you not opened up and talked to Norman, he would never know the need.
Well, I also talked to the ladies at the corporate job to say I was, bored and we didn't want to stay there. So we obviously had that conversation, and then going to Norman and just saying, I introduced myself as a candle lady. And he says, you can't be a candle lady. I said, well, why not? He says, you got to brand yourself. And so having the open mind that I have, so keep an open mind, I was willing and curious. That's always a good thing. So I was curious to learn what he meant. And so by willing to take the time to sit down with him and have coffee. Sometimes I hate to say going to networking events, people are too blinded. I used to be this way. This person doesn't fit my need right now. I don't need what they offer, but taking the time to connect with people you've had good conversations and sit down with them and get to learn more about each other. Because if we're not taking the time to learn, or AKA an interview, we're not going to know what each other needs and looking for, and never know what golden nugget we might be walking away with, whether it's a client, a resource, referral. Otherwise, most people have piles of cards and just don't know that next step to follow up and have that one-on-one with people. They're not taught that. It's
All
not
those
something.
connections can be overwhelming sometimes.
Right.
Well, my question is going to be a little evaluation.
Okay.
So we're right now in a big season, and we have leaders that's representing our nation. When you look at the leadership and the way they conduct themselves in the public, the things they say, how would that make you evaluate their leadership on what is going across the airways?
I'd say feel into what people tell the truth. At the end of the day, it's all about results and what they say, but others different. Do your research. I do your research, look at different people. You got to stay open-minded to all those things that people say, because just because you said something doesn't mean it's the truth.
Right,
At the end of the day, you got to
but
stay open.
the question I'm asking, if I'm a leader,
right,
and I'm going to say something that's going to provoke something in a country, that is a reflection on leadership. So as a leader, to guide that leader, what would you say to him or her to stop them from being divisive like that?
Well, at the end of the day, look in the mirror. Because it's not what the person says, is you create the trigger, not them. I'm just going to say whatever I'm going to say. I don't know how.
Can you elaborate?
That was good. That was
I like that. Can you elaborate a little bit more?
Say that again real slow.
Be the trigger.
Well, at the end of the day, I've learned to manage my triggers because I can't be offended. Sorry.
Okay.
So it has nothing to do with me.
Right.
So I do appreciate and respect leaders. I was afraid of authority when I grew up. And so I was afraid of being wrong or embarrassed or stupid. But at the end of the day, I came to respect a good leader and what they bring to the table, whatever, but they shown results because of it, not because of who they are, what their names are, or whatever. At the end of the day, looking at people for what they bring in their character and their qualities, and that they really present, the true message, and it feels like it aligns with your values. Go with that. I mean, some people are gonna like them, some people aren't. Some people are not gonna like what I'm saying today, and some people will.
I like that. I like that, Miss
I like
Carrie.
that, Carrie.
You're a vote of knowledge. Like,
Wisdom.
Yes,
Wisdom,
that's it.
absolutely.
Yeah, and keep it. Yeah, that's great.
Now, so for all of our listeners out there, Carrie is offering a free 30-minute clarity or discovery call. You call it a discovery call, right? I was about to call it a clarity call. Now, Carrie, share your website.
Great Partnership Solutions.com. That's partnership with no S and solutions with an S. So greatpartnershipsolutions.com.
Man, this is beautiful.
And
I want to be a partner.
And can you share your YouTube channel one more time with our listener, please?
Absolutely. KARRIE KLIMAS GPS. Carrie Klimas GPS.
Now I got a question for you, Carrie. Have you ever did one of your motivational speeches with the beat behind you, like you're hearing in your ear?
What do you mean by that?
You hear that beat in your ear?
Yeah?
Have you ever, like, when you did your motivational speech, used the music?
No.
No.
Most of my videos are 4 minutes.
Well, give us 30 seconds because we're about to wrap this show. Can you give us to listeners like a 30-second motivation for the day?
Oh, be the change you wish to see in the world.
No, you gotta talk to the camera.
Oh, be
It's
the
right
change
there.
you wish to see in the world. I am the change I wish to see. Bring your own ass to water. Do something. Be the change. Find people around you. Surround yourself with people that are going places and, doing things that you love, and they motivate you. They inspire you. They're also leading the way, and they want to show you how to do that.
I love that.
Me too.
All right.
Awesome. And my co-host, man, it's been amazing having you here, Miss Carrie.
Thank
you brought wealth of information for
Yes, you did.
not only the host here at the On the Way Up show, but also our listeners. So we appreciate you coming in, taking the time to come educate us.
Well, thank you for
and
having me.
You're welcome back to be another co-host anytime you get ready.
Please,
Absolutely.
just give me the date.
Absolutely.
Well, listen,
Awesome.
I know we're getting close to wrapping. So can you look to the camera and say you was with the On the Way Up crew on the Way Up show?
I was with the what is it called?
The On the Way
On
Up.
the Way Up. I was with the best and the most amazing people team from On the Way Up. So come and join us and listen in every day. Tune in.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. All right, guys. I don't know what you guys are doing today, but for me, as soon as we leave the studio here, I got to get back to work. I got a big projects that I'm working on, and I need to get it done as soon as possible. So, man, it's Taco Tuesday, so I guess I'll be
Yeah.
enjoying some tacos for dinner. But more than likely, I'll be in front of the computer until late tonight. What are you guys getting into?
Man, I'm honored, man. I'm finna go and reevaluate myself and take me some some affirmations
There you
and
go.
make sure I stay on track. So, Miss Carrie, I appreciate you. Today when I'm at the gym, I'm gonna even listen to your YouTube. So that's what I got planned for the rest of
Oh,
the
I
day.
love that. Right.
That's awesome. What about you, Star? What it is, what it does?
Well, you know what, you guys? I'm kind of on the same level as you right now, Coach. I'm going to be bunkered down doing some work. I think we might even be working together
Yeah.
a little later today. So, you guys, make sure you tune back in on Wellness Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yep. It's Wellness Wednesday.
And to all our listeners, to the people over there on the West Coast, we praying for you. We hope y'all get some. I mean, we just
Absolutely.
praying for you. We don't even want to say we don't
Absolutely.
make it through.
Well, West and East Coast of Florida, and that could affect us. So we may not even be able to drive to the studio
I
Wednesday
know.
morning. So, but let's keep a close eyes on it, and then keep our fingers crossed. Pray for the state, and then hopefully we'll be here Wednesday morning talking to everybody else and giving you all the updates of the damage that Hurricane Milton
I just told you
did
don't
into the
say that.
state. All right, but you are listening to the Radio Vultures, the On the Way Up show. Good morning.